Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Hetal Deria and today here we are going to talk something about motivation. We need motivation. To go on in our life, we need motivation. So what is this motivation? Let's do the meaning, the different aspects of motivation, and how do we use it in our daily life, and how do we use it for our growth. Motivation is the reason why you are doing something. Motivation is the desire that you have to do something, to achieve the result that you want. Okay, now for example, if you want to lose weight, if you want to be healthy, so being healthy is your motivation. Alright. So, for example, if you want to lose weight to get healthier, this is an example of motivation to improve your health. Now, what exactly does the word motivation mean? Motivation is derived from a Latin word called movere. Now, this word literally means to move. But motivation is a little more than that. So, it's an internal process that activates, guides and maintains your behavior. As we all know, we have to behave in a certain way if we want to achieve certain goals. So now when we behave in a certain way, we have to be motivated to continuously do that. If you're working in a job, or if you're doing business, or if even making YouTube videos, you have to be motivated to do it. What comes so may. So the goal behind it, the reason behind it, the purpose behind it gives you all the motivation needed. Alright, now let's get into the details of what are the components of motivation. Now motivation has 4 components. Okay, now these are the 4 components: the need, the drive, the incentive and the motive. Now let's see one by one. There are many theories about the need part of it. So one of the theories that is liked by most is the Maslow's theory. Okay, now the Maslow's theory, this is called the Maslow's theory of self-actualization. Here he describes the needs in the shape of a pyramid, and the base forms of the physiological needs. Now these physiological needs are the needs of the requirement of air, water, food, shelter, sleep, wanting good clothing, the act of reproduction, and etc. So all these physiological needs are taken care of in the base. Next comes the safety needs. Now these include your personal security, your employment. You have to have some work to do to survive in order to survive. Then you need resources. So being able to procure the resources that are required to complete a certain task. Health. You need to be healthy if you want to enjoy anything that you're earning. Property. Next comes the love and belonging need. The need to be loved, the need to be intimate with someone, the need to belong to someone, the need to have a family, the need to have friends to go to, the need to having a sense of connection, rely on someone, as in share your burdens with someone. This is the need of wanting to be loved, wanting to belong in a society, in a place. The next comes is the esteem, self-esteem. Okay, so now here the need for having respect for yourself, the need for having a good self-esteem, the need for having a status in the society, in the family, having recognition by your loved ones, by your relatives, by your friends, by the society, the need to have the strength to make your own decision, to have the freedom of being able to relate to people, to having the freedom to behave the way you want to behave. Then the next stage comes is the self-esteem stage. The self-esteem stage is wanting the respect for yourself, having your self-esteem high, having the status in the family, having the recognition, the strength, the freedom to do, having the freedom of choice of whatever you want to do. All this comes under self-esteem. The next stage comes is the self-actualization. Now the difference between the stages that are lower than this and the stages that are above is everything that is below self-actualization. You will see that here you need the motivation. Once the goal is achieved, you want to buy a house, that goal is achieved, your motivation starts reducing. But once you reach the state of self-actualization, everything that you achieve, that includes everything, your motivation only increases to achieve more, because now there is a need to help the other. There is a need to help the society, to give back to the society. So that is a state of self-actualization. This is the Maslow pyramid. Alright, so this is the need part of it. Now we go to the second part of it. The next component of motivation is the drive. Now this drive is an aroused state resulting from some bodily need or some tissue need. Now this state initiates the organism to behave in order to get the desired result. Okay. So now, for example, you want to live a good life. You want to improve your lifestyle from a certain level to a certain level. You are going to work hard at your job. That drives you to work hard at your job, and you achieve your desired result. All right. The next part is the incentive part. Now, this part of motivation, this incentive is a reinforcing agent. All right. Now this adds force to the drive. Now you are working hard at your job, you are achieving your results, but along with working hard at the job and along with getting the results, you are also getting a pay raise. So you got an incentive. All right. You are getting appreciation from your boss. So you got, that is an incentive. Okay. Now this drive makes this incentive makes the drive more powerful. All right. So your drive becomes more powerful. All right. Next component is the motive part. Now what is the motive? Motive is the desired goal that you have in your life. Now for example, that we took in the first example in the start of the video of wanting to be healthy. So that is your motive. So you are going to do whatever is required till you reach that goal, till you are at a healthy goal. Now, as simple as it sounds, there may be a lot of glitches in these. Let's now come to the types of motivation. There are two types of motivation, extrinsic and intrinsic. Now the extrinsic type of motivation is a motivation that comes from outside. In the incentive based motivation, you get a pay raise, you get recognition, you get appreciation for the work you have done, and you love it and you repeat it, and it becomes a behavior and you are motivated to do better. Now the problem with this kind of motivation is, because it is dependent on somebody else, it comes from outside. So you are dependent, and if that outside motivation does not come, then you are automatically not motivated enough to do that work. Okay, that's the only problem. Otherwise, extrinsic motivation is good enough. Next type comes is the intrinsic motivation. Now this motivation is, you see this in the people who are living for their purpose, who are driven by their purpose, who are driven by their passion. Like Elon Musk, he is driven. He does not need anyone to tell him, okay, get up, go work. No, he's satisfied, he's driven. He's working 18 hours a day, but he's very happy with it. You understand? So this does not rely on, no, there's nobody telling him that, oh, you need to get up, you need to work, you need to do this for the world. He is doing it because he's motivated. That is his purpose in life. He wants to invent something that will help humanity. That is his purpose. So motivation driven by interest, or there is fun in the task. You enjoy the task itself so much that you want to do it. It has become a part of you, as if it's you and you are doing it. That's it. It is not different from you. Now this kind of motivation can also be achieved when you find your purpose in life, when you are consistently working towards your purpose. You do not let external factors that demotivate you, that make you feel a little lower. You do not let these factors affect you. Then definitely this kind of motivation is going to make you reach top heights. Okay, now how do we apply this knowledge and help ourselves keep motivated? Okay, the application of the motivation. How do you apply this motivation in your day-to-day life? Have you ever had an extremely tiring day and then someone praised you for your hard work and recognized you, and it has completely energized you, and you are ready to go through it all over again? Being a doctor, when my patient comes and tells me, oh my God, I'm feeling so good, thank you so much, your medicine has worked a miracle, it feels so good. It feels good. You feel motivated and you want to do it all over again with the same enthusiasm. And the level of motivation suddenly rises from 1, 2, 3 to the top level. And yes, you can do it. It boosts your self-confidence. It boosts your self-confidence. It helps you set higher goals, and your self-esteem is raised. You want to work harder, you want to deliver more, you want to help the society, you want to achieve more, you want to give back more to the society. What I feel is I want to help people more. Alright, so find out your purpose, what you want to do in life. And once you have your purpose, it is much easier to go about it. Everyone wants to achieve some goal or the other in life. Sometimes we are extremely motivated in the start. For example, every new year, you write down a list of to-dos for the new year. One of them being the gym membership. What happens? Do you go through it? Or you laze around saying, okay, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll go tomorrow. And 15 days, and after 15 days, there is nothing. The gym membership is lying. They're not motivated. What happened to the motivation? The need was there, right? There was a drive to go, and you did go initially. But then, what happened? You stopped. Why? So, we need to add something to this. Now, as I told you, motivation has 4 parts. So, what you can do once you have the gym membership. Okay, this is just an example. Once you have a gym membership, you know there is a need, you have taken the gym membership. There is a drive that is going to drive you to the gym for a couple of days. Before this dies out, start giving yourself some incentives. Keep your motive clear that you want to be healthy. Start slow, be consistent, and work on it. Keep incentives. It can be anything. Now, if you're trying to lose weight, an incentive cannot be, going to your favorite restaurant or having your favorite piece of cake. No. What can it be then? Then the incentive can be buying your favorite shoe, by taking your favorite dress, fitting into the dress that was a size smaller than what your size is. Alright, so these kinds of motivations, incentives you can give yourself, this will help you in keeping up with whatever you want to achieve, whatever goal you want to achieve in life. So keep giving yourself some incentives. Self-incentives work the best. Having a good motive, having a strong enough purpose is a better way. But as time passes by, sometimes what happens, after 10 days of going to the gym, the body is aching. The mind will start forming excuses. Oh, I can skip for a day. Oh, I don't want to go today. Oh, I can't work out today. Make that I can work out today. Make that I am going to go through this. The self-talk that we do is also a part of our motivation that we do. Of course, you can take a day off. Of course, you can have a cheat meal. But after that, getting back on track is as important of going on. This is the base of how you are going to achieve your goals. As it is rightly said, I can't has can in it, and impossible itself says I am possible. So you can do it. All you need to do is overcome that obstacle that is holding you back. Start giving yourself incentives. Start working on yourself. Start rewarding yourself for whatever you have done till now. Appreciate yourself, because come on, you are here right now. You have done something in your life, hence you are here right now. Appreciate yourself. Give your right future letters to yourself where you are expressing your gratitude to you for doing what you are doing today. Thank you. If you like the content, please hit on the subscribe button and click on the bell button so that you don't miss the upcoming videos. See you then. Until next time.